Peace and love, family. It's your boy Amari Asad with a quick little video about triggers. Why do I bring it to your attention is a lot of us still have triggers. We need to identify with them. So many times that somebody said something, so many times somebody have done something, and so many times somebody just dropped the ball, and not knowing that affects us to move forward in life because our triggers, right? The triggers are needed for our healing process. Our triggers are needed for identify where we at, testing the waters, things in that, seeing if we're balanced. And then the number one thing is, are we over it? Are we healed? Are we better? Are we, do it sting a little bit still? These triggers are very needed for our balancing act, and so many times we've been sweeping on the rug because so many times people been holding our hands. Sometimes people been watering down. Some people not holding information or not speaking their truth. We wouldn't know if we didn't see these triggers. Even for childhood, even for our mom and dad, even for our ex relationships versus our past new or beginning relationships. These things need to come up to see and engage. It's like a gauge to see where we at. At the end of the day, we have to identify with these triggers. It's not that their fault. It's not that they're insensitive, or it's not that they full of shit, or they just out to hurt you or be mean to you. The point I'm trying to get to you is these triggers are needed to see where you are at. If someone can cut into you, right, and say something the wrong way or do something to you the wrong way, and you not blow up, that let you know that the stuff that you've been doing, the spiritual work or the actual self-care work is really working. Because the old you would have cussed somebody out. The old you would flip a chair, throw some things, and the old you want to just duke it out. But if more and more of you have changed, the less and less that you're starting to operate differently. It's no different in relationships when you see a guy or see a woman do some of the old things that they have been done to you in the past, and you like, the old me would have sent you a long paragraph. The old me would have said, F, mother MF, you da. You know what I'm saying? Who you think and that's how growth. So when we see these triggers, do not be, quick to look at it. Identify with it, write it down, and say, okay, this is what I need to start working on. Because it's needed to become better. If I can say something to you from back in the day and say it to you now, and you still affected by it, that means you're not over it. It's not, and nobody should not say what they say or not feel what they feel, because you are in a sense of bubble. You have to know that you got to deal with these things, because that makes us better. The healing process is always a journey, right? And this is the reason why people don't want to open the door, because they don't know what to start, how to go about it, what to look for, what to start on what project. You are a work of art. If we're not working towards it, if we're not making tasks, a to-do list to really build on that, then what are we doing? Ladies and gentlemen, triggers are going to come, they're going to stay, and it's on you to make the change in your life today to say, you know what, I need to still work on this. And that's the biggest thing. If we constantly, react to every little thing, then we need to, like one lady said, instead of checking other people, I started checking myself. That's what we need to do. It's very, very key that we start to check ourselves, because it's not their fault. Even though you might have told them. I know somebody watching, they say, man, I didn't told them, or this is sensitive. They might be, but at the end of the day, if they doing it on purpose or not doing it on purpose, that's who they are, and that's just how they joke, or that's how they play, or that's how they, boom. But at the end of the day, it's not on them to stop saying what they, or that's not on them to not do what they do. It's on you to move differently, act accordingly, accept it, and say, you know what? Let me work on that before I fuck you up. Family, I love you. I need you to understand that triggers gonna come about. They're not going nowhere, and they also engaging too to see where you're at. Are you balanced? Are you well-rounded? Before you start to kill some motherfucker out, need you to check yourself. Do not allow your old traumas or old past hurt stop you from elevating. Those triggers is a checkup, an engine light flashing to say, hey, you need to work on this. Family, it's time to work. It's time to deal with some things. There's nothing wrong with that. We all in the healing process. Take one step at a time, make you a better, so you can free your mind, free your heart, free your spirit and your soul. As we move forward, we can continue to heal, build, and grow. Peace and love, family. Amari Asad.